One of the most challenging things in business is that however good your business plan may be, or your structure, or your strategy, you have to look transparently at yourself. You have to be conscious of your strengths and your weaknesses and how those will complement or negatively impact that business. One of the first businesses I created was this online website. It was called Top Score Tetris. And long story short, it was a game of Tetris with integrated ads within the blocks. And whoever got the best score on the game that day won a prize sponsored by the given sponsor that was advertising through it. Anyway, it got me thinking that in business, people are a lot like Tetris blocks. And you need different blocks to complete the lines or to progress to the next level and the next level and the next level. And so part of that process is actually looking at yourself, auditing yourself really transparently and recognizing what your strengths are versus your weaknesses. And look, I think it's a funny thing that like when you're starting off, of course it's true that you do need to be a bit of a jack of all trades, but if a couple of years down the line you're still a jack of all trades, I lay you bet you've plateaued and you're going around in circles. As you progress in business, the most important thing is that you start to focus in on your strengths and be really, really conscious of your weaknesses and build a team then around you that complements those weaknesses so you can have a rounded management structure or strategy in line with wherever it is that you want to go. There's a really good interview with Richard Branson. I'm not too sure, but it's somewhere down in YouTube. And it's all about him recognizing his weaknesses and building a team around him that ensured his future success. He derived all his success back to that, him being really, really conscious of his weaknesses and him building a team around him to suit. So as you're planning out, say you've got your business plan down or you're in your kind of first stages of business, it's really, really important that you, however good your business plan is, you look at how you're going to interact and engage with that business plan, where you're going to complement it best, where you might actually be a negative in the equation, where you might actually hold that business back, and you build a team to counteract that and to complement your strengths. So important. It's also important that, as I said, in your first couple of months, yeah, you don't have the resources you want, so you do have to spread yourself quite thinly. You do have to be this jack of all trades. But 2-3 months later, as you're progressing, and maybe there's a little bit more, there's more resources around to support you, that you look at yourself being this jack of all trades and you look at yourself and go, okay, well, where am I weakest here? And that's where where you bring in somebody to complement you. That's to, I suppose, to support or to address the weakest link in the chain or the weakest part of the business and to turn that into a strength. And so you end up kind of blurred across a couple of roles, but you progress with your weakness turned into a strength. And 3 or 4 months down the line, you review it again. And I think if you build a business from your weakest points up, I think that's how you accelerate your growth then going forward. Anyway, a little bit around the point, but the thing I wanted to really push out in this video is that as you're building your business and as you're planning things out, it's so important that you're transparent with yourself. It's so important that you realize your strengths versus your weaknesses and you look at the business that you're building in line with that. Knowing, I suppose, playing to your strengths in the initial sense, but being conscious of your weaknesses and how that will affect the realization of your business going forward.